Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak and we're joining you live from the CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Primetime studio. The caste census debate, which peaked during the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, is back again, and now, nearly 2 months after the results, political swords have been drawn again. Yesterday, during Parliament proceedings, Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi and BJP MP Anurag Thakur engaged in a war of words. Now, Thakur launched a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi for his Chakravyuh jibe, portions of which have even been expunged. He also alleged that the definition of OBCs for Congress is only brother-in-law commission. But it is his comment on those whose caste is unknown that has triggered a storm. Now, the BJP has reminded the India bloc of the time when they raked up castes of not just leaders, but even journalists, judges, armed forces, etc. So is the opposition being selective in its approach when it comes to the caste issue? Is it fair for their leaders to comment, highlight other people's castes, but oppose it when they face, if they were to face the same question? We take that to our guests in just a bit. First up, let's break down what transpired in the parliament over the last 2 days. Now, BJP MP Anurag Thakur, taking a jibe seemingly at Rahul Gandhi, said that those whose caste is not known talk about the caste census. Rahul Gandhi accused Anurag Thakur of insulting and abusing him during the debate, but asserted that he doesn't seek any apology. Opposition leaders like Akhilesh Yadav then jumped in and asked the BJP how anyone can ask anyone's caste, that too in parliament. The BJP, especially Anurag Thakur, was quick to counter that Rahul Gandhi wants caste census for everybody else, but his father advocated for a casteless society. Anurag Thakur also gave a defense that he actually didn't name any leader. Not just that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi later in the evening lauded Anurag Thakur's speech, exposing what he termed the dirty politics of the India alliance. Now today, the opposition MPs continued to protest and disrupted House proceedings and demanded an apology for the BJP. BJP doubles down on Rahul Gandhi's caste remark and asked why does he feel insulted. He has been known and caught on camera asking not just of castes of journalists around him, but even of soldiers, judges. He has commented even on the Prime Minister's caste in the past. Now, the Congress has, undeterred by all of that, moved a privilege motion against the Prime Minister of the country for praising Anurag Thakur's speech and called it abusive and unconstitutional. Just to remind our viewers, here's when both the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi and Samajwadi Party MP, former UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, highlighted the caste of others. Listen.
ए छोड़ो ना, कैमरा कहीं और ले जाओ, चलो ना।
आप लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन
तुम पिछड़े हो कि क्या? नाम क्या तुम्हारा? नहीं, नाम बताओ इनका क्या है, नाम बताओ। हाँ, मिश्रा जी। अरे मिश्रा जी, कुछ तो शर्म करो। अरे कुछ शर्म करो यार, पत्रकारिता करो यार।
मीडिया के आप, नाम क्या आपका? हाँ, आप शिव प्रसाद जी हैं। आपके मालिक का क्या नाम है? आपके मालिक का क्या नाम है? क्या नाम है? नाम बताओ, नाम बताओ, नाम बताओ उसका। वो ओबीसी है? नहीं। वो दलित है? नहीं।
So there you have it. Very aggressive manner in which both of these leaders have actually tried to corner people for asking questions publicly. So is it that they want a national survey, a caste census nationally, but are personally touchy if they get asked questions on their caste? And is that fair then or hypocritical? We'll take that forward with our guests.
अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने मुझे इंसल्ट किया है।
सर, मैंने कहा था कि जिसको जात का पता नहीं वो गन्ना की बात करता है। मैंने नाम किसी का नहीं लिया था।
विभिन्न लोग जो जाति जनगणना की मांग कर रहे हैं उन पर मजाक उड़ाया और उनको अपमान किया।
क्या बीजेपी कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता या किसी भी व्यक्ति की जात पूछ सकती है?
माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के जाति को लेकर गलत टिप्पणी करने का प्रयास, कुलछित प्रयास राहुल गांधी जी ने किया। आप प्रधानमंत्री की जाति पर टिप्पणी कर सकते हैं, मगर कोई आपकी जाति पूछ नहीं सकता।
Let's go across to our guests joining us. Radhika Khera from the BJP, Mahima Singh from the Congress Party. I'm also joined by Vivek Shilas, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Tushar Gupta, senior journalist, is with us. I do thank you all for your time. Mahima, how is this fair? Your leaders can go around cornering people, asking their jati, asking their boss's jati, but it's not okay when somebody maybe makes a remark on them?
Jai Hind. In fact, Shivani, it is very rich to say that Rahul Gandhi ji is asking the person's caste in that video that you just telecasted on your channel. I believe it is very evident. It is abundantly clear just upon a plain viewing of that video that he is asking the person's name. He is standing at a distance and he's asking for the person's name. Then he's asking for his boss's name, and then he is indicating at the fact that neither of them is neither an OBC, SC, ST or from a poor section
बात
of
तो
the
वही हो
society.
गई महिमा जी.
Just allow me to complete my thought, Shivani. So you see, when Mr. Narendra Modi on the 15th of May 2019, while canvassing in Bihar for the upcoming elections, then goes on and says that it is for the first time in independent India that poorer people from the general category are getting reservations when EWS was guaranteed. That is okay. It is okay when millions of people, millions of Indian people who are looking for social justice are denied that justice in not conducting the caste census over more than 10 years for the first time in the history. It is okay, but it is not okay to object to an obscene, remark that one of the very eminent leaders of the BJP makes on the floor of the House. All
So
we are
you find
saying
it
is
obscene because you say that Rahul Gandhi was targeted here, and I'm not going to contest your definition of that comment being obscene. But the question that comes back to the Congress party and particularly Rahul Gandhi, Mahima, is that, if you go around highlighting caste as an issue, if you go around also cornering people on the street or people just around you and asking for their caste, then you don't get to be touchy about your caste.
Who is cornering people, first of all, Shivani? Who is cornering
Mahima
people?
ji, we discussed this when that video came to light. That is from the Bharat Jodo Yatra. That man who was cornered and isolated by Rahul Gandhi, he was called next to him. He was held by his neck by Rahul Gandhi. That man ended up in tears.
So, with a hand
In
on
fact,
the
there were
shoulder.
people, supporters during that yatra who started attacking physically that man. That guy could have been lynched. If there's anything that promotes lynching, it is that kind of behavior. So cornering is a very mild word I'm using.
It's a BJP trademark, by the way. So please do not link that to the Congress. Lynching is a BJP trademark. We know of the leaders like Gyandev Ahuja. Anyway, let me just come to the fact here, Shivani, that when we talk about caste census, we talk about social justice. The very premise on which the BJP has been denied a clear mandate. The BJP can go on living a grandiloquent denial, which will eat them up, in a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before the BJP is eaten up by itself because of that grandiloquent denial that it is living in. But the fact of the matter is that the only party, the only leader raising the issue of social justice.
Okay, I'll come back to the Congress's flip-flops on social justice and caste census itself. But the question I'm approaching first, and I'll give Radhika an opportunity to respond to this, is that how are you going to be touchy about asking people their caste while also batting for a caste census? But I think the Congress's point is, Radhika, what Anurag Thakur was hinting to was not really a parliamentary retort to what Rahul Gandhi was saying.
The Congress and Rahul Gandhi's stance on caste is the height of hypocrisy. They demand caste details of every Indian, be it a journalist, be it our armed forces, or even the Prime Minister himself, government employees. Yet, Rahul Gandhi wants to hide his own caste. He accuses of others of caste-based politics, but he shamelessly uses caste to further his agenda.
What do you mean he hides his own caste?
Of course, why does he not clarify whether he's a Patel, a Christian, a Hindu, or a Brahmin? I'm sure if you're going to have a caste-based census, everybody has to tell their caste. How is he going to have a caste-based census if he's on board and saying, हम caste-based census लेकर आएंगे, हम जातिगत जनगणना लेकर आएंगे, तो जाति तो बतानी पड़ेगी ना? बिना बताए कैसे करेंगे? Is there a new type of technique or technology that Rahul Gandhi has that people will go for caste census and they'll just look at you and know who your jati is, what your caste is?
But what did Anurag Thakur mean?
You have to tell your caste, no?
But what did Anurag Thakur mean कि जिनकी जाति का
How old
पता
is
नहीं
Rahul
है?
Gandhi? How old is Rahul Gandhi? Does anyone know his caste or religion till date? No, no one knows. But if he is fighting for a caste-based census or a religious-based census, if he is asking a journalist, if he is asking our armed forces, if he is asking our government employees, तुम्हारी जाति क्या है, तुम्हारा धर्म क्या है, तो Rahul Gandhi has to come forward and tell the nation, उनकी जाति क्या है और उनका धर्म क्या है. Why the hypocrisy? Why
Mahima is raising her hand.
He's proud of his own jati and his own religion.
Okay, Radhika, let her respond for 30 seconds. Then I'll give you 30 seconds as well. Let her respond for 30 seconds.
This is as petty, as intimidating as it gets, and this kind of narrative emerges out of a place of utter desperation, Shivani, and that is what we are seeing on the screen right now. Let me just tell you that it is for the first time after the BJP government assumed power that we are seeing a caste proper segment in the forms. In Agniveer form, for instance, there is a segment where you have to mention your caste. You see, everybody has, earlier it used to be SC, ST, OBC or general. Now you have to mention your proper caste. It is Agniveer form I'm talking about. Then go to states like Haryana, where there's a recent, development where they have to, instead of ration card, they're switching to a PPP family card. And there also you have to mention as an SC, ST, OBC, you have to mention your caste. So the BJP has a very, very diplomatic stance on the whole issue because the
I'll come to the caste survey issue or the caste census issue. But Mahima ji, you are escaping the question. If all of that spotlight on every Indian's caste is okay, in fact, Rahul Gandhi is the one who says, "Jitni abadi utna haq." तो कास्ट आइडेंटिटी पे वो हक की बात कर रहे हैं, representation की बात कर रहे हैं, तो why is he so touchy when somebody says if it was meant for him कि you tell your caste, why is he so touchy about it?
Okay. You want to know Rahul Gandhi's caste, my caste, your caste, everybody's caste?
Don't you want to know? I don't want to know. I am not in favor of you telling me your caste at all.
No, please conduct a caste-based census, socio-economic caste-based census. You bring the form. Rahul Gandhi ji would have filled that form in 2011. Please, that form, that data lies with the government of India. Please go and
can I please come in here?
Radhika. Okay, yes. Two of our guests haven't spoken. Radhika, 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, thanks. Shivani, see, when you ask for a ticket or anyone who is getting a ticket, everyone in the Congress party, whether it is the Congress president or the smallest worker, who is in line for a certain ticket has to fill up a form. And we have to state our religion and our caste in that form. Why should Rahul Gandhi's form not be made public when everybody knows, when Rahul Gandhi and the Congress president and the Gandhi family knows every worker's caste? Coming back to this, if Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party genuinely care about the backward castes, why didn't the Congress government grant OBC commission status to 21 states? Why did they suppress the Kaka Kelkar report for decades? Why was the Mandal Commission report not implemented for 14 years? The Gandhi family has always been anti-Dalit and anti-reservation. You remember Indira Gandhi ji, she promoted the slogan, na jaat pe, na paat pe, Indira ji ki baat pe, mohar lagegi haath pe. I'm sure the Congress spokesperson here does not know who even wrote that. But when they were talking about this earlier, why are now they talking about the caste-based census? Jawaharlal Nehru ji said that reservation would create second-class citizens. Now what is Rajiv Gandhi ji said? Those seeking reservations are fools. Now the ancestors openly opposed reservation.
I understand where you're coming from. It's okay. No, it's okay for a party to change its line over a period of 60, 70 years.
No,
realities change. You can't have political parties. Once again, Radhika, please understand where I'm coming from. You can't have political parties' ideology etched in stone to the point where they don't change from time to time. The only thing is that when you do change your stance, you have to accept that this was your stance earlier, and why are you changing your stance today, and explain that to the public. That would be good politics. I'll come back to that in just a bit. I want to go back, I want to go across to Vivek Shilas as well. Your leader also, I was watching the proceedings at that time, took such umbrage on the fact कि parliament में कैसे किसी की जाति पूछ सकते हैं. I played out the portion where he didn't like a question from a journalist and said कि तुम पिछड़े हो, कौन हो तुम, बताओ अपना नाम बताओ. Vivek, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Let's try and reconnect him. Tushar, the same question goes to you. What kind of hypocrisy is this? I mean, we live in a world where your videos are online and, you know, these videos come back to haunt you. And these videos from even small press conferences, media bites, your, Nukkar Sabhas and all come online. You can't just say one thing to people on the street and then pretend like it is so offensive to ask somebody's caste in parliament.
Good evening, Shivani. Shivani, I don't know many more journalists than you who have an illustrious career. Now, imagine you're on the ground doing your job, covering a political rally, and the leader there asks you, what is your caste? What is your boss's caste? What is your channel owner's caste? How absurd would that sound? And that is what Rahul Gandhi has been doing. Be it press conferences, he randomly picks up a journalist, asks him, what is your caste? What is the caste of the channel you represent or the owner you represent? Isn't this absurd? They last week were saying that we must not ask people in Uttar Pradesh to display their real names on the businesses they own. Today, they want to do the caste census of the entire country. Fair enough. If they believe in social justice, if they believe that caste census is the means to social justice, as they define it, what is the harm in Anurag Thakur asking Rahul Gandhi's caste? How is it so offensive? Akhilesh Yadav says that, we should not be asking about one's caste in the parliament. He's often seen mocking reporters. आप कहाँ समुदाय के हो, आप मिश्रा जी हो, आप ये हो, आप वो हो. सब कुछ online है, सब कुछ लोगों को दिखता है. So my worry, Shivani, is that in their political pursuits, they're okay with framing the entire country with the filter of caste, dividing the entire Hindu fraternity.
But get offended when it comes to them.
Allow me to intervene
when it comes to them.
I think Vivek is back with us. Let me take the Akhilesh Yadav question to him, and Tushar can come back in as well. Vivek, we were trying to ask you the same question. There's a video of Akhilesh Yadav asking a reporter, just because he didn't like his question, कि तुम पिछड़े हो, कौन हो, अपना नाम बताओ. And now Akhilesh Yadav takes offense because a leader's caste was alluded to or asked in parliament. Why this hypocrisy?
I think you didn't hear the entire speech of Shri Akhilesh Yadav. It was not only Akhilesh Yadav ji, it was the chairperson who was sitting on the chair of the Lok Sabha said that no honorable member will ask any other member his caste or his religion. That is point number one. You were talking about, someone was talking about journalists, ki you were asking question to journalists. Today, what are you saying? Today journalists are being caged and they are not allowed to ask even questions. They are being caged inside the premises of the Parliament of India. This is the true picture of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Honorable President was never called to the opening ceremony of the new Parliament. She was not even invited to the Ram Mandir inauguration in Ayodhya. What are you saying? What are you talking? We were talking about the Mandal Commission in 1991, VP Singh. It was the Bharatiya Janata Party that withdrew the support from the VP Singh government on the Mandal Commission issue, and the government fell. Bharatiya Janata Party doesn't have any face to say. It was the Honorable Prime Minister on the floor of the House when he was introducing his cabinet minister and other state minister. He specifically told the jati and the caste of his each minister. What are you saying?
So are you for asking people's caste or not asking people's caste? That is what people are confused about. Akhilesh Yadav is getting so offended because apparently someone asked someone's caste in parliament, but you stand for a caste survey, a caste census where people will be mandatorily required to disclose their caste.
It is so incredible, Shivani ji, that when a chief minister, outgoing chief minister, leaves his bungalow in Lucknow, his bungalow has to be washed with Ganga Jal because he was from the OBC community, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav. Did the Bharatiya Janata Party and Yogi Adityanath didn't wash the chief ministers out with Ganga Jal? What was that? When he visited in 2024, when he went to visit the temple in Kannauj, the entire temple was washed with Ganga Jal. That is the disparity that is in the country, and that is the mind of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay,
that the Bharatiya
Radhika
Janata
will
Party is
respond
against
to
the
that,
OBC
but
and the
Vivek ji,
Dalits.
respond to my question. This caste politics or caste census demand, it puts a spotlight, a much harsher spotlight on people's caste. And then, if leaders from the opposition go around asking people's caste, they should not take offense if their caste gets asked no. ये spotlight तो caste पे आप ही ने डाली है.
Absolutely, Shivani.
Once again, let him respond. Radhika, once again, I'll come to you. Just let him respond to that.
देखिए, समाजवादी पार्टी का आज तो नहीं, बहुत पुराना नारा है शिवानी जी, जिसकी जितनी संख्या बारी उतनी उसकी हिस्सेदारी। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी नीतीश कुमार जी ने बिहार में 65% आरक्षण दिया हुआ है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी और राधिका खेड़ा जी से पूछ रहा हूं, उसको आप कब लागू कर रहे हैं, पहले ये बताइए। अगर आप लागू नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसका मतलब आप ओबीसी और दलित के विरोधी हैं। बिहार में 65% कास्ट सेंसस कब लागू हो रहा है, इसका जवाब दीजिए, हाँ या ना।
Radhika, now you can respond to both the points.
First of all, here when the spokesperson was talking about कि घर को गंगा जल से धोया, वैसे हमारी हिंदू संस्कृति और सभ्यता में और धर्म में भी, I'll answer this in Hindi only for him to understand it better. जब हम नए घर में प्रवेश करते हैं तो गंगा जल से शुद्धिकरण, मैं आपके बीच में नहीं बोली थी विवेक जी, I am expecting you to behave in the same manner that I did and have the patience and decency. That's all right. That's all right. You don't need to tell me anything. जब हम नए घर में प्रवेश करते हैं तो गंगा जल इतना पवित्र होता है कि कहीं भी नया कार्य शुरू होता है तो गंगा जल लेके शुरू करते हैं, नए घर में जाते हैं तो गंगा जल का छिड़काव करते हैं। So you people don't understand what Hindu dharma stands for and what our Sanskriti stands for, which is why you go on to make such comments. Now coming back to the entire thing that is happening, on one hand Rahul Gandhi ho ya Akhilesh Yadav ho, they demand that every Indian reveal their caste. And when they're questioned about their own caste, specifically Rahul Gandhi, he resorts to evasion and displays blatant discomfort, exposing his double standards. Now there cannot be selective transparency. He insists on a nationwide caste disclosure, but balks at revealing his own caste, which is again a clear sign of his unwillingness to practice what he preaches. You have to practice what you preach. When you're talking about हम जातिगत जनगणना लाएंगे, धर्म के नाम पे जनगणना लाएंगे, you could ask the reporter their caste, Akhilesh Yadav is going to ask the reporter their caste, then why the outrage when Rahul Gandhi's caste is talked about? Please practice what you preach. How are you going to, I'm again asking this question and I would like to get an answer from the Congress spokesperson. How is anyone going to know Rahul Gandhi's caste if he's not ready to reveal it? How is the census going to go forward? Have you come out with a tool or a specific AI developed tool or some other kind of a new technology कि जैसे ही वो census के लिए जाएंगे सामने खड़े होंगे and Rahul Gandhi comes and people will know by his face what his caste is? That's not the way. Let's be practical. Why are you having a superficial approach to the entire caste thing that you've got? If you are
double
changing your
standards, is it that for me caste doesn't matter, my background shouldn't matter, my religion is personal, but for everybody else we'll put a spotlight on it? I want to move on to the historical stance of the Congress party too. So Mahima ji, I'll give you 30 seconds once again to just answer on Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi actually said that I was abused and insulted. Now please tell me, if he finds it abusive and insulting that somebody even mentions his caste background, how abusive and insulting could it be for large portions of Indians if caste census is done? Your thoughts?
Shivani, you asking me that?
Yes.
Before I come to answer your question, let me just make 3 points here. The first is that because I've been hearing the BJP spokesperson and your whole narrative wherein you're trying to prove a point. If we were to go by erstwhile statements, Shivani, first of all, the BJP spokesperson will be in a fix. So let's not go by that. Because the ideologies switch with political transgressions, and I think the public of India sees that very much. Secondly, Shivani, if the criteria to conduct a socio-economic caste census in this country is knowing the LOP's caste, then you see, I think that's a.
But LOP should lead by example if he is leading the demand.
Sorry?
The LOP should lead by example if he is leading the demand for a caste census. Why does he get so offended when his caste is referred to?
Shivani, see, first is being offensive is the BJP's characteristic trait. It's not just what has been said. It is the tone and tenor of what has been said. And I think you are a student of journalism and you would well understand it. And I'm a student of law. I understand it. It is the tone and tenor of what has been said that matters, not the words by themselves.
Okay, all right.
So that and if knowing the LOP's, I'll come to the third point. If knowing the LOP's caste is the criteria, then let us know. We'll do that, and then you please commit to the people of this country that you will conduct the much overdue caste census, or let me say just the census. Why has the census not been the decennial census that should have been done?
No, fair enough. Before I go across to Radhika, I'll give you 10 seconds only because I really want to move on to the issue of the caste census itself. 10 seconds only.
Please, thank you. Shivani, I've been getting these personal attacks from Congress spokespersons regularly, talking about my ideology. And when they are short of political arguments, they resort to attacking me personally. And they forget that the Congress party is an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party, the same party which was, running an entire campaign to take away the Bharat Ratna of Rajiv Gandhi ji, the father of Rahul Gandhi ji. They are in alliance with Shiv Sena. They are in alliance with Samajwadi Party. So please do not question my ideology.
In any case, I believe, like I said, political parties are allowed to change their views
if you're a student of law,
and move from one side to another.
When you're giving arguments.
Okay, Radhika ji, I think you made your point. But Mahima ji, I have limited time. I want to give the Congress a minute to explain that from the times of Jawaharlal Nehru, who opposed caste census or reservations themselves, to Indira Gandhi, to Rajiv Gandhi, till recently a government in Karnataka that never revealed the data of its caste survey, to the 2011 caste census whose data was junked because it was technically not glitch free. Why this sudden change in the Congress party, this obsession almost for a caste census? How do you tell the public, the voters, why you've changed your stance so drastically?
If you call the pursuit of justice an obsession, Shivani, I am pleased to say that yes, we are obsessed with justice. Justice for those whom it belongs to, who need justice and who need a voice in the parliament, on the roads of this country, at all the political fora of this country. And that is exactly what the Honorable LOP Shri Rahul Gandhi ji is doing in the parliament and elsewhere. So you're asking me why this change of stance? I would say, well, there's no change of stance. There may be a change of perspective in those
who are viewing. No, there is a change of stance. I can run what Jawaharlal Nehru, what Indira Gandhi, what Rajiv Gandhi have all said and done in politics that was completely different to what Rahul Gandhi is saying and doing today. If we can run the graphics on the Congress party's history as well. No, it's not interpretation. Mahima ji, I was being very fair to this discussion, but I don't think you can pass off history as my interpretation. Jawaharlal Nehru has opposed the caste census, Indira Gandhi has opposed the caste reservations, Rajiv Gandhi has opposed the Mandal Commission and its report. But ma'am, please don't use this to target me and say I am giving a spin to history or my interpretation. Please, that's not fair.
Unfortunately, for sure today you are showing us twice statements of the opposition leaders, and I made a whole analysis.
You should be held accountable for what you said barely just months ago. If you feel that I should give you a free pass on that, then I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that to make you feel comfortable. But I have limited time. I want to give the last minute to Tushar as well. Tushar, this whole obsession with caste census, where, first of all, do you think this is pure politics? Is any government, any political party committed to this? Or is this an obsession that people get when they're in opposition particularly?
Shivani, the caste census that the Congress is batting for is their mean to propagate a bigger problem in the future, that of private sector reservations. That Rahul Gandhi asks any random journalist their caste and the company owner's caste, it's not a coincidence. He's making this as a foundation for his future campaign ahead of the 2029 elections for private sector reservations. There was a hint of it in Congress's Nyaya Patra also of 2024. So mark my words, this is obsession, but this obsession, if continued, if not countered, will lead to the decimation of our economy. God forbid if Congress forms the government one day.
Okay. The whole concept of hissedari on the basis of population numbers, imagine what it could do to those who are the smallest in numbers in society. And if our republic was built on that foundation, that it will be representation on the basis of population numbers. Just imagine the consequences. And it's good to have this debate. We'll try and do more debates on this very idea itself. I do thank our guests for joining us today.